think it wasn't recording. Can we do that again?
Yeah, no, that's all right. If it was out of two options, whether to go under or over for the Frankston line and getting rid of all the level crossing removals, I'd be for going over the road, so a scar rail and elevator rail.
Yeah, and why would that be?
I guess as a resident of Bonbeach, I feel like it's a better public space outcome for the area. So an elevator rail opens up the space underneath for, for the use for the public. So that could be potentially car parking for local train stations, but also spaces where we could have public seating and more of a mixed sort of public space use rather than the football ovals or the beach, and a bit more flexibility on how we use that space. Also gives you better views to the beach and to the Dandenongs, so it could increase tourism in the area. Yeah, I guess being so close to a construction site would be a massive inconvenience in the short term. I guess I can see the long-term benefits of that construction period. But yeah, the noise issue, also it can be quite unsightly if not done well. That's been pretty much the main, from what I can tell, the main reason why a lot of my fellow residents are pretty up in arms about the sky rail, as they see it as an eyesore and potential overlooking issues from it. But I think going under may solve those issues, but it also creates problems in itself. I guess I haven't really followed it too closely, but I think that's probably because there hasn't been enough community consultation. I think there's been a lot of unknowns about the project. So the Andrews government obviously got elected on the fact that they were going to remove all these level crossings, and the Frankston line was considered a spot where they were going to get rid of a few, considering there's a lot of swing seats here, like along the Frankston line, so trying to win votes saying we're going to get rid of your level crossings, but people didn't. Then the next question was whether it was going to go up or go down under the road or over the road, and that really wasn't answered, and there wasn't any sort of community input about what sort of what the option are those two options, what should be the main option. And I think a lot of people took that it should go under, and they felt that the government was taking a very hands-off approach on their opinion and sort of saying, well, you might have that view, but it's better to go up. So yeah, we only really got a letter saying, out of the couple options that they were considering, saying obviously it's free to for you to get involved, but it was they had a few meetings, local government, Kingston Council got very involved, but yeah, I think overall there wasn't really the community didn't feel like they had any control over the actual outcome of the decision. I think mostly people would be apathetic to the actual issue. I think most people will be like, I don't particularly care as long as it doesn't affect me. I think people were pretty for actually getting rid of level crossings though. I think that was a pretty big electoral issue, and that's why the Labor government was able to win a few seats down this way. But I think overall, I think most people would be for it going under rather than to be a scar rail. I think there's been way too much of a certain group in the community that have used it as a really good, as their part of their campaign to go against scar rail, and there's signs everywhere that says, no scar rail in red. It's instantly recognisable by just the design and the colour of it. I think most people would just side with them because that's their community that's saying that, and they feel like maybe that's where we should be, siding with, because a lot of people don't really know enough about it.